Hi, this is Sue Ramkima. I'm redoing the balancing schedules video because the way that I had it recorded before is outdated. We have some quicker, more efficient ways to balance the schedule. So within your browser, within your Kronos application, you'll need to go to Manage Scheduling. And open up the schedule. You'll have to select a department or a hyperfine group, one of your groups. If you haven't made them, watch the video on creating hyperfine groups or locations. So I'll just do my 3 North nursing assistants. And select the schedule period. So I will do it. One thing they added, which is nice, is they've added after next schedule period. It used to only be next schedule period, but a lot of times we're working in the schedule period after the next schedule period. So they actually added that. It was a request that we had put in, and it's actually there. So we'll go to the after the next schedule period. And so this is the schedule from 9:20 to 10:17. And I'm going to highlight the entire schedule period. So you can actually, there's different ways to view these. You can have a week at a time, a day within that week. And as you click out, it'll take you back. So this will take you back to the week. And then if you click that again and undo that, it'll take you to the entire schedule. Or you can hover over a few of them and it'll take you to whatever you highlight. So you can click back a couple and go back to the entire schedule. So this is what we call the tabular view. It's white. It's has everything in a nice orderly fashion. The Gantt view is a different view. This is where you'll see requests. I don't have any in here, but they'll be purple. So if somebody is in their have requested off, not a vacation day, but it's like request availability, basically saying don't work me these days or work me these days. It'll be purple here. And so when you're balancing the schedule, if you want to look into the Gantt view real quick, just to see those days that are purple, you will be able to see any requests off that people put in. But I don't like working in this because it's a little weird to work into this. But some people may like this view. I'm going to go back to the tabular view. There's a lot of different options you can have up here. So if you want to view by schedule group, this is the employee view. So it's just your unit, your employees. If you look by schedule group, it'll separate it out in any of the schedule groups that you have created, like blue team, days, evenings, nights. It'll automatically select time off requests. So people that are 8 hours will be in this time off request group, which if you expand it, it'll show you that it's the 8-hour time off request group. Or there's a 12-hour time off request group too, but these are all 8, so we don't have any of them in here. So this isn't very functional to work in all the time, so I prefer to do schedules with the employee view. You can also add columns, so if you like to look at a schedule group or job or location, if you're looking at several departments at the same time, you can select location and then filter it by the location, and you'll be able to group different locations within this. You can also select job. So within this, I have nursing assistants and NA2s. So if I filter this, it'll group them NAs and NA2s. So that's just something that you can do. Uncheck it and it'll remove it. Visibility feature just shows, it has different ways to look at whether you want the shift time or the shift label. That shows times. Shift label's a lot easier, fits in the box better. Pay code name or pay code short name, accrual name, and just different things that'll show up on here. You can select all. These are where the tools for posting, visibility, and employee request periods are at, and then the schedule generator over here. Quick actions, assign, unassign, shift transfers, insert shift templates. You could add comments, pay codes. These are the ones that you will mostly use, copy, paste, and delete in the schedule. You can also do a shift swap, which is nice. So if you want, so say Aries and Martha want to swap shifts, you can do shift swap, select one, and read the little blue line up top. It'll tell you what to do. So it'll say select one assigned open shift or time-based pay code. So you can also swap pay codes too. So you can also swap a day off for a day on. So let's see, this person and this person, I'm going to swap their shifts. It'll also say, once you select the first one, select the second time. You select the second person and it swaps them. Automatically save it. So I'm going to refresh it because I don't want to save that. And it'll swap it back. So just be aware, whenever you have any of these buttons up here selected, they're quick action buttons. When the line's on it, anything you select is going to happen. So if you have delete highlighted and you're clicking all over the place, you don't realize you're clicking, you're going to be deleting a bunch of stuff. So make sure you realize when you're in that. One of the things that we identified, so the open shifts here are the ones that are created from your workload generator. You put how many shifts per day you want for nursing assistants, RNs. So they show up here. The way they showed us originally was to assign it. You have to select the shift and then select the person, and it'll put it in there, and then it'll balance out your open shifts. But that's actually a very time-consuming way to do the schedule. What I typically will do, I'll put one day in, or I'll copy one from someone else. So let's say Brian, I need him to work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and it's this the shift. It's the 1 o'clock shift. So I'm going to copy and paste that. Let me close this. I'm going to. So now the delete and the copy paste are the main ones. So we'll say I was going to have Brian work these 3 days. I'm going to select copy paste. It makes it active. So anything you select, it's going to also give you the instructions up here. So select an item to copy. I'm going to copy this day, and then it'll say select the day to paste. So you can actually paste several days, and then you save it if that's what you want. So if you didn't want that, you can refresh it. It'll get rid of it or save it. But remember, anytime you have this highlighted, so don't forget you have it highlighted and start clicking around, you're going to paste 1 p.m. shifts all over the place. So undo that. And now I don't want that, but I saved it already. So you can do the same thing with the delete. It's highlighted. Delete, 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 and then save it. You can get rid of it. So now how does that affect your open shifts? Because you say you balance by looking at how many open shifts are available. What happens if you copy and paste or delete, or you change the schedule at all? If you go into your engines and just run your schedule generator, and it'll run it for the time period and for whatever roles you're in. So run your schedule generator, and it'll say open shifts for the nursing assistants and nursing assistant 2s for this time period. Start it. It'll actually go into your workload planner, what's supposed to be there and what shifts are here, and it'll balance it out. So we'll close it. And if I had made any changes, it'll actually change these open shifts up here to reflect what was entered in or taken out. So the open shifts are complete. You don't have to go in there and assign and unassign, which takes a long time. It's actually a lot quicker to just copy and paste and run your schedule generators.